Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, March 24th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with this one. Simply shown here is a two-year channel bottom at 261.55 this week that we settled below 2 weeks ago and did indicate at the time and still does likely bearish continuation down into the mid 150s, low 160s, 154.50 to 160.60. I still think this area is in reach over the next 1 to 2 months and can absorb selling through the rest of the year, holding below 261.55. For the day itself, I'll jump to the daily chart here. I've got this rising channel top. I don't know if we show it any better than that. I don't think we do. No, there is the rising channel top at 260.26 that precedes 261.55. That long-term channel bottom, you can see it here in the support resistance column. This is your sellable zone of resistance. Upside today, I have 250.80 as an intraday pivot point. It can contain intraday highs, aggressive day traders, but if we push through or open above 250.80, we should see 260.26 to 261.55 today, where we can top out not only for the week, but with respect to this, with respect to this long-term channel bottom, we could top out at 261.55 through the month of April into May, and below which I don't see a compelling reason to be long Tesla right now. If we hold below 261.55, we could test 261.55, certainly today perhaps, above 250.80. But once tested, fall back by the end of May perhaps into the mid 150s, low 160s, where that trade would complete and the market can sort of consolidate then after that. Following a test of the mid 150s, low 160s, I would expect a long period of consolidation to play out into the third, fourth quarter rather than a V-shaped rally out of here. This sort of parabolic move, this church steeple rally, oftentimes has a lot to say about longer term consequences, and I would expect, while the 150s, 160s is a solid zone to buy into, I wouldn't expect, I'm just looking at the chart right here, this high going back to 23, I think that's 299. This rising channel bottom climbs into that area over the next couple of months. I do see, we could rally back into the upper 200s, but then fall away again and just kind of fill that area out for months to come, possibly through the rest of the year. But that is the long-term big picture. Let's get back to the day itself. So I've already articulated the low 260s. If we close today above 261.55, that is also, of course, above this rising channel top at 260.26. So I'm confident to say that if we close today above 261.55, we could, by Friday's close, rally up to 298.25. That would be a high volatility rally. That'd be a 3 to 5 day swing trade. So 3 to 5 day swing traders can sell the low 260s, anticipating bearish rotation back to, well, some variation of this channel bottom in the 213.31 region. But this will change if we test. This is not updated. Sorry, this should be 261.55. And once we test the 261.55 area, we can fall back into the 210s, let's call it, some variation of this channel bottom at 213.31. So let's cover the downside today. 230.94 in reach, perhaps today, below 250.80. It can contain today's lows. If we break 230.94, we can today test this 213.31 area. Now I showed 220.63, 220.62. That could be 62, 63. I'm not sure. In any event, 220.63 can contain intraday selling. But once again, if we break, and I don't expect this today, but you never know, if we break 230.94, this descending channel top, then yes, 213.91 is attainable today. What I would rather say is a settlement today below 230.94 would then signal 213.91 tomorrow. 213.31 rather is a descending channel bottom. Now, once again, this is a very dynamic approach. All we have to do is push into the low 260 today, and this channel structure becomes entirely different. It rises into the 220s. So what's at 213.31 today could be a very different number tomorrow if we push into the low 260s. And once again, I would expect the low 260s today if we push through or open above 250.80. So if there's an area to sell, as I've been saying, it is the low 260s now, whether for the rest of the week back into the 220s or 210s, or whether it's for, the next month or two back into the 150s, 160s. 260, 155 is a big area. Let me cover the upside just a little bit better and mention that if we do close once again above 260, 155 today, I'm only expecting 298.25 within about 3 to 5 days. This descending channel top should be respected for its ability to contain monthly highs. And from here, we could fall back below 260, 155. By the end of the week is possible. If we close today, Monday, above 260, 155, we could, within 2 to 3 days, test 298.25. And by Friday, come falling back to close below, the 260, 155 significant long-term channel bottom on the weekly chart. So I'm comfortable anticipating bullish continuation into April trade if we can close above 298.25. It's about as simple as that. And there is a descending speed line that I don't have just yet. We don't show properly all the upper price points that I think we should today, but it's just laying out. There's only so much room in this newsletter to actually present all the charts that we like to show. So, and we're not going to close today above 298.25, so we have time to show that. I know there's a descending speed line in the 350s, 360s, another one, so forth and so on. So we'll cover all that. It is stair step. If we close above 298.25, I am not expecting 509.60. I would expect, the 340s, et cetera, on our way up. I just don't expect this. We're not going to get up and over 347.16 anytime soon. I think probably, and I'm just going to say this for the rest of the year with what's played out here. 260-155 is your ceiling, anticipating the mid-150s, the low 160s over the next month or two. And if we were today, for instance, and it's not likely, to close below 213.31, that is your downward pivot point into April trade. I guess that's what I was trying to say before. You've got the DP here, down pivot. And this number is dynamic. It's going to change. If we push into the low 260s today, this 213.31 will go up because it'll be a different channel structure. But it will be our downward pivot point. That's the importance of watching Tesla on a day-to-day basis, because what's at 213.31 today can be a very different number on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 5-day free trial. We put out 2 stock picks a week that cater to the kind of the near-term investor and swing trader, 3 to 5 weeks, 3 to 5 months out, always looking for at least 20% moves on those stocks. Also, daily Triple Q, daily SPY analysis, weekly Apple stock, weekly S&P 500, and NASDAQ 100. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesday's Tesla. You have a great day.